And of course also do scavenge runs before you settle when you get farming, and just scour all the environments you are in and see if they've got any wild wheat crops, because some will have but some won't, and this one didn't. So we either have to wait for it to grow up by itself, or we steal it or trade for it, whatever suits you really. But yeah, we have none at the moment. 0. We have a lot of free workers, don't we? Are we lacking anything? No, we're not. We have everything we need. Putting these up. How are you guys doing with the fencing? Almost there. Almost there. Are you lacking sticks? Didn't we have like a gazillion sticks? I'm sure we did. What the heck? Okay, let's get a gazillion more. Wow. There you go. Not cheating at all, am I? Look how unhappy they are with the workouts. I put it a smidgen more down. You see, these stone structures, they have higher quality than the others. Like this stone roundhouse has higher quality than its sister with logs. But the one with log has one more vacancy. You can have one more person sleeping in it in comparison. Yeah. What else do we need? We need, yeah, sticks. Go get sticks, girls. Let's see. Us increased in hunting. I'll take you. I'm just going to listen to the Christmas music. Decorated with skulls. Okay. I made a silly short for the devs for Christmas where I sang and I forced my editors to sing with me. And I made a silly lyric out of the song. It's so silly. It was actually quite fun. We had a lot of fun making it. You can find it on my YouTube. It was so silly. It's actually me singing, and then my editor is singing with 2 different voices, 2 different tones, so it fills it out. Oh, yeah, that was good fun. Let's get another basket for more food. We should get for honey as well. So these should all be filled first. These, because they're best quality, and then these. You're full. I'm going to just check off all that. You're full. You, and you. And then these here should have divided. These, yeah, divided. And these as well. These should be fairly low. So these are going to be the surplus housing. I'm not going to make more than 4 of these and 4 of these, just to have some other materials for maintenance. So I'm going to have wheat and flax sheaves in these 2 here, because now we can store them properly. So that means that we don't need a gazillion threshers. We just need a place where they don't trot away before the next season, because that's the problem, isn't it? That was always the problem. Go complete. Yeah, these are ready as well. Good. Let's get a basket for the honey. There you go. Ooh, passage tombs and mud roundhouses. Goodness me, the luxury. Yeah. Well, the first thing we are going to do is to get wheat. So we're not going to build anything until we actually need it. So you guys are going to be flax, you ladies are going to be wheat. Okay, now we have our steady economy going of food, even though we have fairly low limits, really low limits on absolutely everything. We are doing okay. Happiness is increasing. It's not 100% because some have to sleep in these. I am going to replace them no, not replace them, I'm going to add other things so that these are emergency housing instead of where they actually must sleep. We're going to add more of the roundhouses, of course. Right, so I'm going to truncate the video again and then come back when I have actually got wheat, because that might take some time, but I'll get back to you as soon as I've got some wheat. Oh, it turns out we already got wheat. Look, we have 3 wheat grains. That means we can start planting. We don't need this entire farm field. So we're just going to do a little bit of like this. I'm going to pause this. And we're going to do this little part instead. Doesn't mean that these won't be merged later. I will merge them later. Niet problemos. So now we're in October, and next month they are going to start clearing the wheat. Let's see. This needs clearing as well. I think I'm going to build here as well, something, and remove these trees. There's no food-bearing plants here, so it should be okay, I think. Methinks. 46 still. Happiness should be increasing. 83, yeah. We have 673 stones. I think I'm gonna get more of the actually, do I want to try the others as well? We have 118 logs. Now we need 150, I think. 140. Yeah, 140. So let's do stones. Where are we going to put you girls? There's some space here. There's, oh, weird, like terrain. I thought it was flat, but not quite. I think I put some industrial stuff there instead. I guess I could give these guys something cool to sit in. Yeah, they sit on that one and do some of their work. Like I'm a duck. Quack, 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 quack. I got that song in my brain. I don't even know who does it. I don't even know what it's called. Yeah, so there's a nice trickle with wheat. Now we have 8. Yeah, excellent. So this is the month where they are clearing. In their Santa hats. Quite a fun thing to see in the Neolithic timeline, Santa hats. So we have 8 wheat grains, that should cover it. Oh, wait a minute, what's the... Okay, so normal, okay. I thought I'd forgotten to put it back up, but I haven't. that was quick. It's almost done. Heck. So you get when you have all the materials in camp and they don't have to walk for a mile to get them. I built it right next to where I'm storing stuff. They will have it right next to where they need to build. Never a bad idea. See how they're doing. Yeah, get rid of those pesky rats. The rats can come into your storages that is starting to need repairs. And apropos needing repairs, whatever you've got stored in the storehouse, when the storehouse needs repairs, the decay of what is inside will increase. Just be aware of that. So always have reed at hand for quick repairs. And the reed is fairly close to where these are, so it should not be an issue. Let's see what other things did we get new over the past weeks. So the upkeep for every construction has actually been reduced, which I think is fantastic. Because I always feel that when you have the largest tribes and you play for a while, you tend to get less into camp, especially because of logistics. And logistics is something you might struggle with, or you can, not necessarily that you always do it, but you can actually struggle with logistics because you have to send people further and further away from camp focus, from where camp is, to find, for instance, straw. This is also why it's so important to not use the same maintenance material all the time, because you are emptying the closest area for it, and then you have to wait next season to get more. And in the meantime, while you're waiting for more, the others, the gatherers who get more of the same type will have to walk further and further away. Look at them going. Still November and they're tilling. That means when January comes, they will be all ready to plant. I could actually perhaps, no, I don't have enough seeds to get away with it. This will take the seeds. Okay, so now it's dormant. Yeah. Okay, so now we got everything planted. See this little patch here just got done in time. Yeah, and we used up all the seeds, so it was a good thing we just cut it down. Yeah. This is the last to be done, everything else is completed. We have 54 now. So we could, in theory, we could actually make a full 900 cell farm. I think I'm going to expand this one to do exactly that. It's almost 900 cells though. So hopefully we get enough to do it. We need 36 cells to complete a full 900 maxed out farm. And I think when we are making bread, we basically won't be needing anything from the wild. But I do want some from the wild because people still love, you know, honeycomb and raw meat. I think I will go for at least some, but we're going to put down the amounts fairly drastically. But see how many free people we have. So this means when you have it like this in your tribe, that you have a lot of free people. Even in the morning you have free people. It means that you are covering and using your workforce very efficiently for the tribe size and need. So now we have covered all the needs-ish. I would like for these to only be overflow, these 4 of those and 4 of these, and then replace them with all plus. So I'm not going to make more of the big ones. Do you know why? Because I want to use more reed for the storehouses. Storehouses is going to help us save on decay, remove decay. Basically we have 300% longer lasting stuff if we're using the storehouses. And thank goodness the devs place that we can place the option to have anything we want in the storehouses. Absolutely anything. Look, even planks. We can chuck in planks, guys. We can chuck in whatever we want. Everything is allowed. Everything is allowed. So the majority of these things, we had no other option to store. We had no option for anything but straw and logs, and that was what we had. And now we do have other options, and they have also lowered the build from 50 to 40 reed. Yeah. So the maintenance would be between 10 and 10, 15, 20 to 30 to 40. I mean, it's nothing in comparison, absolutely nothing. So I recommend everyone who has the opportunity to build storehouses, get up storehouses. You will save not only the environment, if you plan to stay long term, you will save all the resources, and you will save a lot of workforce when the tribe is large. Just saying, it is important. Yeah, you look good. He has increased, or the same as tribe in food processing. I look like I had a little bit less. It's 54. What is tribe? Tribe is 55. He's 1% less. But I'll take him because we want to aim towards roughly 300. Because when we have 300, we are going to have several maxed out farms. We're going to have at least 2 wheat farms, 1 flax, 1 pea, and 1 beet. And I'm not sure we're actually going to need a lot more than that. Because if you want to be sedentary Neolithic tribe in the region 2 on beginners, you don't need to max out your farms. For instance, one of my hardcore tribes in northern Norway, I have 8 wheat farms, I have 8 peas, I have 2 flax, and that's it. That's all I have. I'm not planting kale. It's too much work colliding with wheat harvest, and it gives so little back that I actually are doing better with ransacking the environment every year. You can't survive on kale. Even though kale is a more cold temperature loving plant, no, it's not going to work. It's not enough. It ain't enough, honey. So there's that. Let's see, I'm going to go over some of my notes and see what else has been changed the last few patches that you guys have no clue about. Yeah, one thing that I got when we changed some of the needs for keeping up stuff was that to keep a tribe 100% happy, you need to have an overweight of the better housing, which is straw. Everything that is of best quality is straw needing maintenance. And even though you can balance out by having some overflow being different types, and even though the majority of the housing will keep people happy enough, it is not enough to keep everything 100%. And if we want higher births, we need everything 100%. So I managed to get the devs to increase the amount of straw you get from tall grass. To me, that is a victory. That is such a victory, because I think that is something we all want. We want more straw. We want more reed. We got a lot of reed now. We got a lot of fiber. So the only thing is that we can't always build as we like, because the environment gets a bit exhausted if we can't afford to have enough farms, at least in the region 1, where wheat is not growing too well. So that's a big plus, a really, really big plus. And the upkeep for every construction has been reduced as well. So that is also something that will help players a lot. The storehouse needs so little repairs with regards to how much they need every time, that you can easily have 10. I'm not even kidding. You can have 10 storehouses or more. I'll see how long they last. Maybe I already checked, but I forgot. 60 months. Well, yeah, I've already checked this. Yeah. You can hold 500 kilos. So this is really good to use for higher volume of stuff. Absolute winner. I think this is one of the better things they've done in a while. to really help out players. Let's chuck down a few more of these. Especially now that we are increasing the wheat farm after this harvest. We also have increased, of course, flax, because the first year was only 1/2 of this, and this year it's another one. So yeah, with regards to the amount of people you are using on your farms, keep in mind if you are playing slow, you can go really low. But that is, the backdraw is that even though you only use a few people, you still need to feed them 4 times extra for a month. Because on slow, you need to feed them 6 times per month. On normal, you feed them 4 times. On fast, you feed them 2, and that's it. But you also have so little time to do anything else. I find fast fairly stressful when you have a hardcore tribe with 350 plus population. But it has become so much harder as well to keep a hardcore tribe in region 1 over 200 plus population. It's it's quite hardcore, to put it bluntly. There is food types in testing now that is helping a lot, but when I'm on beta I don't have that. So yeah, it is harder in the game at the moment in beta than it is in developers, because developers has not only 2 more food types in testing, we also have 4 more animal types. Granted, and I am lying, we have 5 more animal types, and 4 of them are ferocious predators. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. It's not all I want to say, but it's all I can say. A big difference. What you can say, what you want to say. I want to say everything, but I cannot. Yeah. So. Oh yeah, I did that. Was I lacking beets? I think I was. I think I closed them down too late and people were gorging on them. God damn. So greedy. You guys can be eaten. See, we haven't touched since year 2, year 5 now. We haven't touched the food income. The limits are still the same. This is how well the farms are doing, even with only those 2. You're doing so well in beginners. It's so survivable. The problem is, for a lot of new players, is that first they have to get used to this wind interface. This is something that is not always fantastic for everyone to learn, you know, especially when we come from a completely different way of playing a survival game. Because this is a completely new concept altogether, you know. I've never seen anything like it. Which is also why I love it so much, because it's interesting and it is extremely intricate. Extremely intricate. You also have to activate your people. You know, if you don't activate them, nothing will get done. And you need to do it via several steps. You first need to create a group, but you also need to know what group to create. And you need to know what does each group specifically do. What do they bring home? What can they bring home? What do you need to do to make them functional? There is so much intricacy in just getting the basics done that I can understand that a lot of players are struggling finding the calm in this game to start with. But that is also why it is so important that we get proper tutorials. And I've kind of been saying this for 2+ years to the devs. We need to give better tutorials. And they did implement the index that I wanted and the detailed each and every mechanic, each and everything in the game. So if you open up this index I created, and banishing and migrants are the 2 last one I added. So all these have been done, and but they are not saying everything that I want them to say. There is no hidden traps, there is no hidden events explained. There is no in-depth detail. I made suggestions to each and every index point, and the devs did adhere to some, but not all, because they believe people do not want to read themselves to death. And I get that. I really get that. The problem, we can make dairy stations, but we have no animals. Well, it will come. The problem is that unless we have it more in depth, a lot of players will struggle to understand even just the basics, you know. And that is it's a bit of an evil circle. Who do we please? Do we please the smartasses who actually get the game immediately, who can easily do some critical thinking on their own, finding stuff out on their own, experiment, fail, go again? Or shall we prioritize those that are so used to other types of games that they have kind of lost the pioneering of finding out how a game works? Because we have plenty of those as well, and these are specifically in the younger generation, I feel. Those are mostly the ones that do not specifically think critical in the game, because everything is so laid out to them in other games, so straightforward. So this is something we talk about quite a bit on the dev server, at least me and the devs, about how we can make it better for everyone, because the smarter players, those with more experience and they want to experiment, they normally figure things out on their own anyway. You know, they learn the game by playing and failing and going again, etc., etc. You know, testing out the tribe and the environment, while our other players tend to get stuck on, why are my people not working? You know, they don't try to figure things out, and then they give up, some of them, and it's quite frustrating, because you have to find a fine line, but we can't seem to find that fine line. We seem to always be tipping over to, oh no, it's too difficult, oh no, then that is getting too easy, oh, and then that is not getting realistic enough. You know, there's so much to think about how to make a game okay, how to make a game better for everyone. The thing is, I sit back with is, can we make the game better for everyone? I mean, we have dumbed the game down for over a year. We have dumbed it down, and dumbed it down. And if it gets any dumber now, I think I might lose interest, because I enjoyed finding things out on my own. I enjoyed the struggle. I enjoyed the failures. I have probably tested more tribes in the last 6 months than people who have played for 4 years have ever created. That's how much I play. That's how much I try to figure things out. It's a good thing that I see, though, is that the devs have always been trying to listen to all the sides of the player community, and not only one side. For instance, in World of Warcraft, the last, I don't know, 5+ years at least, it has only been made proper changes based on what the better players want, and the lower players have just been given everything for free without teaching them anything. You don't really have it like you used to have in World of Warcraft. You used to fight for everything you needed to get. You had to work hard for whatever level you managed. But now in World of Warcraft, you can get from level 0 to 80 in one day. We spent weeks leveling from 0 to 60 when the game came out. So it just shows that the trend in how a game should be has changed dramatically. It is now so commercialized and trying to make everything based on what everyone wants. And I don't think it's possible to always do that with games. I mean, if you are a person who wants to be relaxed and not use your brain too much, by all means, there are millions of games for that. But I thought that this game would keep its line on the more intricate. And it is intricate, but I see that we are dabbing off a little bit, because there are so many players that just don't get it. They just don't understand. And especially what gets to me a lot is that people are complaining and making bad reviews because there are so little wild animals. They want mammoths. There were no mammoths then. They want saber-toothed tigers. There were no saber-toothed tigers. And some guy also wanted lions. You can't find lions in Northern or Western Europe. You have to go to the Near East to find the closest one. There used to be a type of lion there. I'm not sure if it was there 3,000 years before Christ, but I think it was. I can't quite recall. So there's a lot of different personalities and wants that the devs are trying to please, and we cannot please them all. I mean, I think this goes without saying. You cannot please everyone. I don't want the game to be dumbed down. But everything I do in the testing is also based on how well will new players understand what we are doing. And it is difficult when you know the game as well as I do, to reduce yourself to a point where you can actually sit on the same platform as new players. And I don't think I can manage that. I think I fail a lot when it comes to what is beginner friendly compared to what is Lilly friendly. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, since I know so much, I'm totally biased. And every little change I get immediately because I know everything else in the game. And by logic, you can also come to a conclusion about what anything new will do or mean for the game, any significance of it. So this is also the back of the coin of being the only active tester, that we have only me that does reliable, regular testing. I would love for someone to come help out that had no fucking clue what they were doing. That would be great. That would make my day. Because everything else I cover myself, no problem. But I just don't think I'm doing the new players a favor by pretending that I know how they're thinking. Because I don't. I cannot reduce myself to it. So it's yeah. So when I say when I can do it, everyone can do it. The thing is, at the moment, you can't. I can. But if you allow yourself to practice a bit, to play a bit, play the flipping game, then you will. I promise you. If you only have the want to learn the game, you will learn it, and you will be as good as anyone else. Seriously, you will be the expert yourself one day. Just don't give up. Too many give up. It's frustrating. It's frustrating to see bad reviews because they don't understand how the workgroups are put up. They don't watch the tutorial, or they don't understand the tutorial. I don't know. I cannot say. Anyway, enough moaning from me. Oh, of course there will be more moaning, but not at the moment. I'm going to make another roundhouse. So now we have harvested the beets. So I don't like that they keep filling up the overflow with lower priority. They should fill the others. They always go to these higher priority first, but they have never been good filling them up to the max before they move on. It annoys the heebie-jeebies out of me still. I keep asking for it, but you know, I don't know. It's like they don't understand me. Or anyway, I'm gonna give them another one. Or should it be a bit more pretty, perhaps? Because we're kind of ruining the theme here. Here I wanted a bit working class. I think I put one of these as well and have some livestock around it, because I think that would be a bit cool. I'm going to make a fence around here and put livestock in here with feeding and stuff. Yeah, so we are now 4,300. So in roughly a few hundred years, we should start to get our first livestock. Yeah. So there. So yeah, I'm going to see. I have 212 plants with wheat. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause these and then see how many what the yield is on wheat. Because even though wheat blue or green? I think it was green, wasn't it? So look, it was green. Yeah, so it is 100%. Oh my goodness me, that means we get full use of the wheat. Oh gosh, that I don't see that often. But then again, I more normally play hardcore. I only do beginners for testing and normal for testing. Yeah, you can see you need roughly 3. You can't really do it with lower amount of hunters unless you have much better tools. If you have poor tools, you need to just not let them try to hunt the bigger ones, because they will waste their days. You can go 3, 4, 5 days without killing a big animal. Just stick to the smaller ones. Really, that is the smartest thing you can do until you get really good equipment and have enough people to send at least 3 after the wild horses, the aurochs and the deer. So just keep that in mind. It's a good change though, because it's more realistic, I think. And I've also talked to devs about having other tribes meeting up when we get the DLC, the Ice Age, to hunt mammoths, because that's completely within history. They did team up with other bigger tribes, come together and then hunt mammoths, and then they had food for an entire year in the tundra. You know, tundra is the world's best freezer. Yeah, so I would like for that to be happening as well. But at the moment they're working hard on predators, and we have all the predators in testing already, but there's still a lot to do. But it is coming, and you guys are gonna love it, and you're also gonna hate it. I love it and I also hate it, but I love it more than I hate it. And how hard it's going to be to survive is actually up to me, because I am the only one who's an active tester. I'm the active tester. And I will, of course, I promise I will take care of new players so they are not completely overwhelmed. I will ask for a grazing period of at least 1 year before predators come for your ass. But when they come, you better be prepared, or there will be blood, tears and frustration. I promise you. It's gonna be such a nightmare. But the thing is, it's realistic though, isn't it? You know, it's actually kinder than realistic, because there's no way any wild animals will give you a grace period of 1 year before they came to get your ass. They would come as soon as they saw your weakness, or as soon as they could get a hold of you. So yeah, so we'll be doing you a kindness. Just saying, because it's a game. It needs to be playable and enjoyable. Yeah, but the thing is that I've said to the devs, I will keep saying it till the day I don't work with them anymore. We need to give them a mixed array, a variation of feelings. They need to be happy. They need to be stressed. They need to be sad. They need to be pissed off. They need to be stressed. They need to be frustrated. They need to be everything. Ecstatic, relieved. I want all these emotions to be from the game, in the game. I want them to feel it all. Relief, pride, success, feeling of success. You know, I want all of these in the game. Because I don't only play with my head, I also play with my heart. And I think a lot of you people who listen to me and watch my videos also play with your heart and appreciate the beauty of the game and what the devs are trying to do, what they are trying to replicate. They are trying to replicate as far as they can how our ancestors survived. And I think that is, in my opinion, the way I think, this is the best platform to start creating a fantastic game, a classic, basically creating a classic. And we can see how much the game has had an impact on people who play it. The first thing I want to say is the teachings. The teaching are immense. People learn so much about the Mesolithic and the Neolithic, and by teaching them this, they also learn it and they are actually interested, which is never a bad thing. They learn about how our ancestors dressed, what they looked like, the human demography. For instance, in early Meso, they were very dark and had a specific hair because they didn't really have a lot of combing stuff. And the longer they were in Central Europe and Northern Europe, the more their complexity become whiter, because too little sun, not enough sun needed to continue protecting them by creating a darker skin. And that's the only difference there is. Oh, and of course that those who are sub-Saharan today have zero Neanderthal DNA, while everyone in Europe does. That is one huge difference. Yeah? Why did that guy have a red thing? Did you guys see that little beep running around with a red unhappy face? There is no reason he should have that. Oh, maybe he's overworked. He was an elder guy, wasn't it? Elder dude. A woman. Now I need to go find him. Yeah, of course you're overworked. How dare I put up the work hours? No. You twiddle twonk. I know I saw him. She's blue. It's overwork, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Oh wow! Oh wow! She's got so many knowledges that they're going down to the next section. I reported this a while ago, and the knowledges have been reduced. So this has got to be a migrant. So now I need to tell the devs, dudes, you need to also decrease the knowledges on migrants, because they are still coming with 7 knowledges. It's insane. Come on, it's insane. Yeah, that's the reason why she's smart. Smart bubble butt. I forgot what we were talking about. Yeah, the teachings. Yeah, you learn so much, and I think it's a therapeutic game, in my opinion. If you play beginners, you have so much fun. You have so much leeway to experiment and figure stuff out, make mistakes without, killing your entire tribe. I think it's a good job to kill your tribe in beginners, to be honest. It's fully possible though. Oh, we are wasting shit, aren't we? Why is there 76? What do I put them on? Gosh. Now where is it? Oh, it's because they've been clearing. They've been clearing land, and then they have cropped. That is why. That is why. Yeah. Okay, so now that has been done. And how much do we have? We have 199. Oh my goodness, that's quite a bit. So we had wait a minute, let me find my calculator. We had 212 plants, didn't we? We did, yeah. So we got 199 in yield divided on 212 plants. That is 0.94. That is a lot. Or if you do only one decimal, it's 0.9. So for now, wheat is the highest, and it has 100%. But the others are fairly close by, I have to admit. They are 0.8, both of them, or 0.8 point something. I'm quite satisfied with that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do a little bit of magic. We're going to do this. We're going to take over, and then we're going to press Control. Take over, and this needs to take over. And this. And we'll see how far we get with this. And this. Can we go any further? Just, yeah, that's it. That's all the cells we can do. And then we do wheat, and ta-da. So this is our first. What the heck? Okay, yeah, that was confusing. That was totally good. I thought I deleted and overwritten it, but there you go. Okay. Yeah, so you're supposed to only have around 5. Around 5. Yeah.